One warm summer day, it began to rain steadily in Moomin Valley. It was too wet to be out of doors. Inside the Moomin house, the Hemulin was sorting out his dried flower collection, but everyone else was very bored. The Snork Maiden tried out different earrings, but she didn't like any of them. Sniff was asleep as usual. Snufkin decided they needed cheering up. "Let's play blind man's buff," he suggested. "We must try to be quiet, though," said Moomin Troll, "because Papa is upstairs in his study, writing his memoirs." Sniff began to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 100. "Coming!" Moomin Troll couldn't decide where to hide. Then he caught sight of the tall black hat. What a brilliant idea! Sniff would never think of looking there. Poor Moomin Troll. He didn't know that whatever stayed in the hobgoblin's hat long enough changed into something quite different. Sniff soon found everyone else, and then they all joined in the search for Moomin Troll. But by this time he was tired of waiting under the hat, so he shouted, "Here I am!" "What's that?" said Sniff. "I say, look at this. Come on, help me. 1, 2, 3. Heave! Heave! Oh, come on now, all together. Heave! Oh!" The Moomins were horrified. Who was this stranger? They didn't know it was really Moomin Troll who'd been changed by the hat. "Who's that?" said the Snork Maiden. Moomin Troll thought they were only pretending, so he said, "I'm the King of California." "And I'm the Snork Maiden," said the Snork Maiden. "I'm Sniff," said Sniff. "I'm Snufkin," said Snufkin. "Oh, gee, how boring you all are," said Moomin Troll. "Couldn't you make up something funnier? Now, let's go outside. It ain't raining no more." Outside, the Hemulin was very surprised to see what he thought was a newcomer. "Who's that, then? Is he going to live here?" asked the Hemulin. "That's for Moomin Troll to decide," said Sniff. "I wonder where he's got to. Do you know him?" he asked the King of California. Now, Moomin Troll still thought they were only teasing him, so he said, "Oh, yeah, I know him. And he's a real pain. I can't stand him." "How dare you?" cried the Snork Maiden. "He's the best Moomin in the whole world." "Is that so?" said Moomin Troll. "I reckon he's real screwy." "Oh, you ugly old king," said Sniff. And before Moomin Troll realized it wasn't just a game, he found himself underneath a pile of flailing paws and tails. "What are you doing there, children?" cried Moomin Mama. "Stop fighting at once." "They're walloping the King of California," said the Snork Maiden, "and it serves him right." "Never mind, it's gone far enough." "Mama," shouted Moomin Troll, "they started it. 3 against 1. It's not fair." "I quite agree," said Moomin Mama. "But who are you, my little beast?" "I'm me," cried the unhappy Moomin Troll. "Oh, please, it isn't funny anymore. I really am Moomin Troll. Look carefully at me, Mother. You must know your own Moomin Troll." Moomin Mama looked into his frightened eyes. "Yes, you are my Moomin Troll," she said. And at once he changed back into himself again. "It's all right now, my dear," said Moomin Mama. "You see, I shall always know you." Afterwards, Moomin Troll and Snufkin tried to understand what had happened. "Perhaps someone bewitched you," said Snufkin. "No," said Moomin Troll. "No one bewitched me, but I was sitting under the black hat a long time."